everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day today. I'm Laura, and if you're looking for inspiration to make some fun, whimsical, and quite beautiful crafts, you've come to the right place. My goal here is to inspire you, so I suggest you add your own special flair and touches to the projects that I share with you here. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up comment, because I love to hear from you guys. And of course, I'd love for you to subscribe. Clicking that notification bell lets you know when I have new content to share as well. So don't forget to do that now too, okay? Also, you want to check out the links I'll leave in the description for some more really cool projects for you to try. Now remember, many of my designs here are original, so if you shared other places like your social media, be sure to give me a shout out and add hashtag #WeMetWirework to your posts. All right, so that's the business side of things. Let's get started as I show you how to make this beautiful recycled bead, jade and hematite pendant. All right, let's go. For this project, the materials we are going to use is our recycled beads, and these came from a necklace that I took apart and am slowly reusing the components of, and I had already made these beautiful hematite and jade earrings, and this is all from that same necklace. And hematite is one of my favorite stones, and it is believed to alleviate joint pain and arthritis. So you'll often find pieces of jewelry, especially bracelets, that are to be worn to aid with those ailments as well. We have some flush cutters, and these are new to my toolbox, and I am absolutely loving them. And then we have our non-scarring chain nose pliers, our round nose pliers, a 24 gauge wire, a 26 gauge wire, and then a ruler. First thing we're going to do is we are going to measure out our 24 gauge wire, and I'm going to go with probably about 20 centimeters of this, which is going to be lots, but always better to have too much than not enough of your materials. There's really a lot of disappointment involved if you make a project and you get towards the end and you find that you've run out of wire. So this way, if you cut a little bit more, then you're good to go. All right, so we have our wire here, and we're going to take and just curl the end of this. So just making that little loop here, and then we're just going to straighten that out. So it's like has the shape of a head pin, right? So that's what we want. And then we're going to start to string our beads. Now you need to make sure that the holes on your beads will actually fit over top of your wire as well. It's kind of a drag to start a project and get to that point where you start adding beads, and then you just can't make them fit over that wire. So it's always good to plan ahead and double check on that. Teeny tiny holes in some of these. And we go. Okay, so we've strung our beads, and yeah, these are just so beautiful. Just beautiful. And jade is good luck when given by somebody else, so these would make a really great gift. As I'm filming this, Mother's Day is just around the corner, so I'm sure Mom would love to receive, well, anything that is made personally, made by hand, but especially a beautiful piece of jewelry like this. Okay, so we've got our beads on. And we want to leave a little bit of room, a little bit of play in the bottom here, so that when we finish our project, we've got a little bit of wire to to finish off our wrap with. So this part here is going to be our bail. So we just want to, and there's lots of play in there, right? So then we'll have our bail and we'll still be able to wrap it once everything is said and done. So, okay, so now we've just got like a little curve here. And then I'm just going to work straight off the spool for this next part. And there's no set measurements because, of course, that's going to depend on how many beads you want to use on your project, but also how long you leave the wire and how long you want the bail to be, right? So I suggest working off of the spool. That's usually the best bet when you have a lot of variables like this. So then taking our wire, we're just squishing those two together, and I'm going to actually squish them up a little bit closer to the bail so that we have, once again, that movement, so that we have that little bit of space there at the bottom. And this is kind of wonky, and we'll definitely fix that up. So, okay, so we're just going to take this and we're going to just wrap it a few times. Once again, we're getting a little bit close to the there we go, force it up, so then we still have that little bit of movement in there. Right, okay. So now I'm going to snip that off nice and close, and then we're going to just squeeze it. Squeeze it nice and tight. Okay, so now we've closed in the two wires there. So all we're going to do is we're simply going to start to wrap down around our wire that is sticking out the side there. So then we're just wrapping and trying to keep those wraps nice and close up against one another, as this is definitely a coiled design, and it's a great beginner project. You see a lot of jewelry with these amazing patterns and designs and multiple wires, and I'm just in awe of some of the jewelry makers that are out there and what they're able to accomplish with multiple wires. And to me, it's like a monkey's puzzle, really. It's not, some of those weaves I just cannot wrap my brain around. They just look super complicated, and I like anything. I mean, practice makes perfect, right? So if I were to take on a multi-strand or a multi-wire project, then of course I would be inclined to learn how those weaves, how those techniques work, but quite frankly, I just haven't found that I'm very skilled at that type of wire wrapping. So I kind of just leave it to the pros, if you will. But I certainly encourage you to check out some of the other YouTubers that specialize in that kind of wire jewelry or wire art, because it's super cool. It's really so very, very interesting to watch those videos. It's very satisfying. Okay, so now we've done what would be probably deemed to be a couple centimeters, or darn close to that anyway. And So what we're going to do is, the idea is to take this wire, nicely wrapped, and wrap it around our beads, like so. So you can see we've got a ways to go here, so we'll just keeping on. Okay, I think that is plenty long. I'm still going to leave a little bit of a tail on here just in case we need to wrap a few more times. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to take this and we're going to just start to curl it around our beads here. Going slowly but surely. Around and around we go. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so now just gonna back up just a titch so that we can get in there with our cutters. And I try not to let wires go flying like that, but there you go. They did. It did. Okay, so we've come down, and this is where I was saying, right, that we want to leave just a titch, just a teeny bit of space at the bottom here so that we can take and we can wrap this. And not very many times. We only really need to wrap it once just to lock that all in place. Once again, we're going to give it just a little snip here. And then flatten that out. Okay, awesome. Ooh, it's so pretty. Look at how lovely that is. And super easy. Super easy. Okay, and then we're going to just take our round pliers. We're going to get in there. We're going to clean up that bail a little bit. Round it out to sit midge. And there we go. There is our gorgeous, super easy to make Hematite and Jade Pendant. So there you go, guys. There's our beautiful little jade and hematite pendant made with our recycled beads, as is the earrings that you see here, and those are in a previous tutorial, so I will put a link in the description to those. But I want to thank you so much for popping by and checking this out. I really do appreciate it a lot. So don't forget to subscribe, leave me your comments because I love to hear from you. Give me the thumbs up and certainly click that notification bell. So for now, thanks again. I'm Laura and I hope you have a fantastic day and I will see you soon.